Aquarius. Someone is trying to control you and customize your personality like an avatar. Okay, they're operating with a snake's aura, like a charmer almost. They're trying to charm you and essentially slow you down to bring you onto their frequency. It's very predatorial. Okay, so they're trying to sync up with you, and this is not something you should allow. You're not the martyr. You don't have anyone to save or protect but yourself in this situation. It's really important that you take care of yourself. Okay. So I feel like you may have been getting a lot of attention since you were a child. And now that you are an adult, this attention is still focused on your childishness. So it's almost like it's not allowing you to grow up. It's stunting your growth. So it's important that you break away from this entity that's pulling you backwards and ultimately trying to slow you down and just stop you altogether. When you feel like you're overthinking, it's really because you're thinking the same thoughts over and over. It's in a loop. It's like a cycle. It's like a repetitive race in thought that is the slowing down of your gears. This is when that entity has got a lock or a hold. Just break away from it. Move on to the next thought. Move on to a thought that makes you happy and free. The sun, the birds, the wind, the breeze. Things that remind you that you are separate and an individual, and you don't have to refer to other people to decide whether or not this is a good thought or not. Does this benefit society? Does this fit in with the codes, the norms? It's just a way of controlling you. So you have Knight of Wands. You need to take back that control and run with it. Go where you want in your life. You've been doing this work for entirely too long. It's time to take a break. And don't think that you're abandoning yourself or your personality, because your personality has been coded by the adults in your life to serve them. So you're pinned to this double energy, but what happens is you're able to break free as long as you are willing to leave. You're not stuck in reality. The Chariot reminds you to move forward, grow up, basically. What do you want as a woman? What do you want as an adult? What do you care about? And not about pleasing other people. It is okay to please yourself. Sharks do not sleep. They are constantly moving in the water. Constantly thinking about prey. and in this case, constantly thinking about you. This obsession is meant to attract you to its current and drag you, pull you back to it to make its job easier. So wherever this negative energy is coming from is going to return back to its place. You don't have to clean it up, sweep it up. You know, I feel like you have this responsibility for your environment just because you're able to make people laugh or make people happy. And it's giving you a purpose in life, but it's manipulative. You aren't responsible for people's happiness. Although your suffering does make people happy, it's just demented, and it's not something that you have to do. You can become serious if people take you as a joke. You can change anything about yourself that isn't serving you or making you comfortable, and do whatever it takes to be who you are, who you want to be, which is not a servant. You don't have to have a subservient personality. I just feel like you're so humble, and it's because you started working in the spiritual realm that these values are ingrained in you. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of shadow work to realize when you're being manipulated. And some people show you a smile just so you can feel like, you know, this is what you do for me, and, you know, be so in tune with my emotions that as soon as you see even a hint of disapproval or displeasure, you are filled with an anxiety, and you just do whatever it takes to make this person happy. If this person isn't happy, they're controlling you. That's all they're doing. So your mindset is very innocent and childlike, and it works for you in the sense that you have a lot of freedom to be happy, to be playful, to be spontaneous and sporadic and erratic. But children grow up, and it's really important that you do as well, because, you know, childhood lasts for a short period of time for a reason. If you continue acting and behaving like a child, you're going to burn out. You're going to have to maintain that energy in an artificial way. Because you are physically grown. So your body just doesn't want to do this anymore. All right, I feel like you're going to partner with someone who understands where you are right now in your life. You're transitioning, and they're going to hold your hand and take you to the next step. This person may not be in your life for a long time, and they understand what their job is to basically take you to the mothership, and how to reach a higher sense of self and sense of consciousness without bringing everyone on board. No one has to understand you and know all the intricacies of what makes you who you are. That's personal and private information. And you choose to connect with people the way you connect. You're not just open and available to anyone who wants to tap into your frequency